Today I have a very interesting story for you. Our story name is The Locked Door and the Lonely Boy. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named John who was very stubborn. He always wanted to do things his way and never listened to his parents or his teachers. He thought he knew everything better than anyone else. One day, John's mother asked him to help her with some chores around the house. She said, John, can you please tidy up your room and put away your toys? Then you can go out and play with your friends. But John did not want to do that. He said, No, I don't want to tidy up my room. It's fine the way it is. I want to go out and play now. His mother said, John, you have to do your part and help me. It's not fair that I do all the work and you do none. Besides, your room is very messy and you might trip over your toys and hurt yourself. But John did not care. He said, No, I don't have to do anything. It's my room and I can do whatever I want with it. You can't tell me what to do. His mother was very disappointed and sad. She said, John, I am sorry to hear that. You are being very rude and selfish. If you don't help me, you can't go out and play. You have to stay in your room until you change your mind. But John did not listen. He said, Fine, I don't care. I don't need you or anyone else. I can have fun by myself in my room. So he slammed the door and locked himself in his room. He thought he was very smart and clever, and he was happy that he got his way. But soon he realized that he was not happy at all. He looked around his room and saw that it was indeed very messy and dirty. There were toys, clothes, books, and papers everywhere. He could not find anything he wanted, and he had no space to move around. He felt suffocated and bored. He tried to play with some of his toys, but he did not enjoy them. He had played with them so many times before, and they were old and broken. He wished he had some new toys, or better yet, some friends to play with. He looked out the window and saw that it was a beautiful day outside. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the flowers were blooming. He saw his friends playing in the park, having fun and laughing. He felt lonely and left out. He wanted to join them, but he remembered that he had locked himself in his room. Oh, he tried to open the door, but it was stuck. He had locked it too hard and he could not open it. He panicked and shouted, Help! Help! Let me out! He hoped that his mother would hear him and come to his rescue, but she did not. She was busy doing the chores that he had refused to help her with. She had also turned on the radio to listen the music, so she could not hear his cries. John felt scared and sorry. He realized that he had made a big mistake. He had been very stubborn and rude to his mother, who loved him and wanted the best for him. He had also missed out a chance to have fun with his friends, who cared for him and wanted to play with him. He decided to change his attitude and behavior. He decided to apologize to his mother and help her with the chores. He decided to tidy up his room and put away his toys. He decided to be more polite and respectful to her. He decided to be more cooperative and flexible with others. He knocked on the door and said, "Mom, I am sorry. I was wrong. Please let me out. I want to help you and be a good boy." He waited for a response, hoping for the best. Hmm. After a few seconds, he heard his mother's voice. She said, "John, is that you? Are you okay?" He said, "Yes, Mom, it's me. I am okay. I am sorry for being stubborn and rude. I want to help you and be a good boy." He heard his mother's footstep coming closer to the door. He heard her unlock the door and open it. He saw her face full of love and concern. She said, "John, I am so glad to hear that. I forgive you, my son. I love you very much." She hugged him tightly and kissed his cheek. He hugged her back and said, "I love you too, Mom. Thank you for being so kind and patient with me." They smiled at each other and walked out of the room. They went to the kitchen and helped each other with the course. They talked and laughed and had a good time. He was happy and grateful. He had learned his lesson and changed his ways. He was no longer a stubborn child, but a helpful, tidy, polite, and cooperative one. He lived happily ever after.